Hold on, guys. Beep, beep, beep. Okay. All right. So, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, Real Talk Recovery, where we talk about recovery from addiction and I share my life with you. My name's Nichole, and I am a person in recovery. My sobriety date is July 13th of 2015. What we're going to do tonight is I am going to do an evening time meditation with you guys. I am I'll be live on TikTok in 2 more days, girl, 2 more days. And then my ban will be lifted. But that's okay for right now where I've been going live over here. And I wanna do a meditation with you guys this evening so that way we can all go to sleep on the same page and wake up on a positive note. Some people fought just reporting me when I was on a live stream, just haters. Nothing, I didn't do anything. They just do that, and then TikTok will review it. And if they like, I think I was talking about, I was talking about my story or something, and they said it was inappropriate. Who knows? Um, but it wasn't no reason, girl. Oh, I'm sure she is, honey. What is she doing over there? What is she? I don't understand what she's saying. Like, there's not. Honestly, Jen, there's nothing to say. Like, I really just. I have moved on from it. It's just because she got her feelings hurt, and she's accusing me of using her. Like, I already had a social media following here on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook before I even went on to TikTok. So that's why I don't. And plus, here's the thing: if she's really like trying to help people and about helping others, then what does it matter? Like, we were just helping each other grow. You know what I mean? Like, that's how you know. It's just because she's very jealous of me. And I've tried so hard to be nice to her and to ignore her, but she keeps doing it. And so I don't know what to do except for just ignore her because she won't stop. But the thing about it is all she's doing is sending people to my page. Like, more people are going to find me. Oh, more people are going to find me because of this. Like, she's not deterring people from watching me. They're going to come watch me and they're going to see that I'm a good person, you know what I mean? And that I'm not doing anything wrong. Yeah. I just, I know that you know my heart and I know other people know my heart. What makes me a little upset is that I worry that people that don't know me will get a bad first impression of me. But then I have to remember, like, I'm doing the right thing. I have done everything right. I have tried to be nice to her. I have asked her nicely to stop talking about me and stop making up just slandering me, right? And I've asked her in text messages. I have all of this in text messages. And I have been nothing but kind to her. I haven't said anything ill towards her, nothing at all. And I just asked her, please stop, and just leave me alone, because she started calling my phone and threatening to call my job, which, of course, I already let my Dr. B and them know because I didn't know what this girl's capable of. You know what I mean? Um, Murk, it has gotten to the point where she just will not stop. She's like, just constantly ranting and raving on her TikTok, calling me the biggest liar she's ever met. Listen to me, Jen. I didn't even know her for 30 days. Like, she doesn't even know me. Like, seriously. Like, I barely knew her for 30 days. We were friends for like 3 weeks, if that. And she's acting like we were friends for 20 years. You know what I mean? Like, it is so. I am really scared, if you want to know the truth, because it's kind of psychotic. And but here's the thing. I'm trying to help people with sobriety, okay? I'm not just on TikTok or YouTube or any platform because I want likes and all this stuff. Like, I really genuinely, in my heart, want to help people, you guys. And so this is just taking away from the help that we could be giving other people. And so I'm not focusing on her no more. If she wants to focus on me and make her whole uh, platform about me, then that's on her. But I'm not going to do that. You know what I mean? I'm better than that. So we are going to do a courage to change meditation. So if you guys want to do it with me, come on. I'm gonna have a little Dr. Pepper. I hadn't had one ever, really. My husband got Dr. Pepper, so a little treat. Okay, right on, Murk. You got my back. I know you do. Okay, here we go, guys. Ready? Now that the year is at an end, I'll take a few minutes to contemplate the progress I've made and to thank my higher power for my growth. What did I do to contribute to my success this year? Perhaps it was as simple and as profound as daring to come to my first meeting or to keep coming even when it was difficult. How have I reached out to others in the fellowship this year? Did I set out literature, chair a meeting, clean up? Perhaps I welcomed a newcomer or gave them my phone number. Maybe I asked someone to be my sponsor or opened up more deeply to the sponsor I already had. I have thanked that person for all they've given me. Have I recognized my growing ability to love and trust others? Perhaps I finally understood the first step or really committed myself to working some of the others. Maybe I had the faith and courage to make some hard decisions. I am discovering that I do play an important part in my own well-being. I will celebrate my achievements and be grateful for all I have been given. I am not perfect, but I am excellent. Today's reminder. I'm grateful for the program and all that my higher power has given me. I look forward to an even brighter new year. I'm learning to treat myself as if I am valuable. I find that when I practice long enough, I begin to believe it. So, let's reflect right now, you guys, on our progress over the last year, okay? I want you guys to sit down, get yourself a little piece of scrap paper, okay? And let's think about it. Let's rewind. Let's go back to January, okay? In January, I remember in January of 2019, I tried to come off of Lexapro. I had this bright idea that I was going to jump off of it cold turkey. And so I did that. And then I wanted to die. And that didn't work out. I remember in February 2019, me and my husband got married. February 2019, me and Neil got married. Then February 2019. Oh no, I'm supposed to be in 2020. Girl, I'm trying to skip a whole damn year. February 2020. Ugh, damn it. No, we've been married for a year now. Okay. March 2020, we went to the cabin with Neil and Nate, and we always do that every year for my birthday. After we went to the cabin, we came back to, Little Rock and went back to our daily working. And after March, that's when we realized that the COVID was going to be serious. You know what I mean? And honestly, everything since then has just been me here with you guys. I remember pumping the channel, pumping out videos and doing live streams daily and just coming on here and chit-chatting with you guys. And I wouldn't have made it through this last year if it wasn't for y'all. And I just hope you guys understand that. I know that a lot of you guys aren't seeing my videos anymore, and this is just how it is here on YouTube. It's like I said, YouTube is like, I could literally just punch YouTube in the dick. you guys don't see my content, and so it's so discouraging. But I'm making this video, and I will upload it tonight. Um, I wouldn't be here if it hadn't been for my channel and you guys supporting me. It's y'all have helped me so much. I have cried and laughed and been upset and just been through so many ups and downs. And I can truly say that I feel like I have a family here and such a supportive network. And I just want you guys to know that I appreciate y'all. Y'all have helped me so much. Um, I'm proud of the growth that I had in 2020, but I know that 2021, baby, is going to be even better. I'm telling you guys, 2021, nobody's going to be able to tell me nothing. I am on a fucking mission for 2021. So, yeah, I'm set on the positive. I'm ready to move into the new year. I'm started my weight loss journey. I mean, you guys, like, I'm ready to go. Started my weight loss journey. Hey, Justice, we are doing it. You know what I mean? We are doing it. And we are going to go into the new year, hopefully by, thank you. Hopefully by March, I will have lost about 30 pounds, and then I can update you guys more when that starts happening. That's what I'm really, really, really looking forward to seeing, how I look when I lose this weight. Like, hey, Jen, text me so I have your number. Just text me and say, hey, so I have it, okay? I am really pumped, you guys. And I am in such a positive headspace. I'm so excited about, like I said, moving forward and conquering my last demon, which is my weight and my addiction to food. Okay, I'm on my phone right now, so I probably didn't see it. Hey, Misty. Misty, you're right. It's like YouTube is not telling you guys that I'm here. And it makes me so sad because there's 6,000 of you on this channel, and I know that if you were getting notified, you would want to be here. I know you guys love it when I go live. And so I know I don't have a set schedule during the week. I just do Mondays and Fridays, but it's like YouTube's not even letting you guys know that I uploaded a story time. Did y'all know I uploaded a story time? Earlier, it's uploaded right now. And it's like, you guys don't even know. It's like, that's why, honestly, you guys, that's why I like TikTok, because at least the people who follow me can go to their following and find my videos. You know what I mean? Yeah, I uploaded a story time, 18 months. Way to go, Misty. And I just want you guys to know that I'm trying to put more content up here on the channel. Now, I have thousands and thousands and thousands of videos on this channel from all through my journey, but I'm trying to put more content out for you. Hey, baby, you're not late. I just decided to jump on and come on and chit chat with you guys because I want to get back in the swing of doing my YouTube channel, but I can't lie to you and tell y'all that I don't get discouraged. Because I do. I get discouraged when you guys aren't here, because I feel like I know you would want to be here if you knew I was live. You know what I mean? But it's because YouTube isn't telling you that I'm live. It pisses me off is what it does. It pisses me off. So, oh, you are? Well, come on in, baby. You found the right place. We got you. Are you in recovery, Justice? Or are you trying to get into recovery? Because if you are, that is where you want to be. We have an awesome support group here, and I'll tell you a little bit. Okay, well then you're in the right spot, okay? Because we are all about that life. We will not judge you. We will be here to support you. We got all kinds of suggestions, don't we, guys? I'll tell you a little bit about Real Talk Recovery, okay? So Real Talk Recovery is this. It's our community, okay? We are an open-minded, all-inclusive recovery support group. Whatever means to recovery you are seeking, we support you. we want you to be successful and get sober and be able to stay sober, whether it's with Suboxone, methadone, Vivitrol, Sublocade, AA, NA, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Um, I'll tell you that I have personally on this channel 2 meetings a week. We do Mondays and Fridays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay? But if you need more, like you need meetings, then there's a fellowship that I'm a part of, and most of the people here at Real Talk Recovery are also members of, and it's called Mara. And with Mara, they do 2 to 3 Zoom meetings a day. And we have Murk usually links those in the Hangouts chat. We have a Real Talk Recovery Hangouts chat. So you're always welcome to join that chat and come to those meetings also. But it's real cool here. So you didn't like Suboxone, it didn't work for you. So what are you doing now? Sure, what's up? Ask me anything. Hey Wendy, how you doing? Yeah, there's the Hangouts, you guys, where Murk links the meetings there, you guys, so that way y'all can go to them if y'all want to, okay? And we also share all kinds of stuff. We share other recovery content in there, videos, all kinds of stuff. Excuse me. I have this new book that my sister got me, and it's like where you fill it out, and it's asking me stuff like, what is the history behind your family's name? So my maiden name is DeMayo, and then my married name is Ploudre. So I got to find out the history behind both of those. Wendy, I'm glad you made it too. Well, Justice, how long have you been on oxycodone, and how much oxycodone are you taking? Okay, how much and how long and how old are you? Congratulations, Jen. That's awesome, girl. And you know what, you guys? I was thinking about like how I say things here on the channel, and I've really been trying to be more aware of just like the words that I say. And I know you guys might laugh, but I'm just now starting to realize that what I say, people really listen to what I say. And so it's really important for me to make sure when I'm speaking that I choose my words wisely, because I'm influencing people's choices, and I want to make sure that I'm helping and not hurting you guys, you know? I have, for the longest time, I didn't really even think about that or understand that. I just started my channel, and I was just sharing my story and just kind of like haphazardly just making videos and stuff. And now I'm like really trying to shape up and get it more cleaner, and just so that way y'all, I just want you guys to know that I support you no matter what. That's like so important for y'all to know that, because I have felt judged being on Suboxone and being in recovery, and I know how it feels. It sucks to not feel like you're a part of. And that's really all we want to do, is be a part of the recovery community, you know? And so I just want you guys to know that I support you. You know what I mean? Thanks, girl. Victoria, thank you. You're so sweet. And I appreciate you guys. Those of you guys who do know me and do know my heart, you guys help me, because I keep telling myself, like, my supporters know my heart. My supporters know my heart. Because sometimes, you know, people will get in your head, and plant seeds of doubt. And that's what's been happening. It's like this girl on TikTok has just been, it's been planting seeds of doubt in my head. You know, like, am I a bad person? Like, um, is it wrong of me? Was it wrong of me to ask for help with my TikTok, when I first started because I didn't know how to do it? Here's the thing, like here on YouTube, like any creator that ever asks for help, I will help anybody. I will give anybody a chance to come on my channel and tell their story. Anyone. And so I'm just super like open-minded and laid back like that. You know what I mean? Um, I don't, I guess I just don't have that hate in my heart like some people do here on the internet. There's just some people that are so fucking miserable, you guys, and they just have so much hate in their heart. That's all they want to do is be hateful. Either hydro or oxy since I was 19. Okay, so Justice. I don't think you need to get on Suboxone. Okay? If I was you, what I would do is I would if I was you, I would have you talk to your doctor. Do you have a doctor that you can talk to, or have you considered going into detox to get off of the oxycodone? Yeah, it is a lot. It is powerful, and it's too powerful for what you're doing. It's like if you're like I was shooting up oxy and heroin and meth and cocaine and eating a whole bunch of Xanax bars, like that's why I got on Suboxone. But if you're taking 2 tens of oxycodone or 2 15s a day, you can get off of that without getting on Suboxone, just so you know. And what I would suggest, this was what I would do. If you have a doctor that you can work with, that you trust, that you can tell them, hey, I've been struggling with oxycodone, and they can help you with some comfort meds to come off of those, then you could jump off the oxycodone, and by day 4, day 4, day 5, you're going to be okay. You just need some comfort meds like Clonidine, maybe some gabapentin, maybe a benzo, and that will help you go through the transition from the opiates to nothing. But you're lucky because right now you're on a short-acting opiate, okay? So you can get, the mental part is the hardest part. That's the hardest part. It's really not the withdrawals. It's the psychological part that has you going back. Yeah. So, and Bobby, like, and that's the thing, like, some people, like, I say, if you get on Suboxone or methadone, this is what I say, you guys. I say you need to have a fucking you need to have a serious opiate addiction, okay? Like, serious. I could sit down and snort or take orally oxycodone 10 milligrams, like 7 or 8 at a time, like for real. And that's not bragging, and I'm not trying to say, I don't want you to get to that point, Justice. I'm proud of you that you're not at that point, Yes, you could take 0.5 and be fine. And so I would say, like I said, to try and talk to a doctor, get some comfort meds, or go to detox. It only takes 5 days and you'll be out. If someone has been on Norco-10s and Klonopin for like 20 years, is there a med to help wean off those? Yeah, there's a medication to help come off of the Norcos. See, and then when you say Norco-10s for 20 years, have you just been taking one a day for 20 years, or have you been taking them addictively? But there's nothing to help you wean off the benzos, though. You just have to taper off of that low and slow over a extended period of time. Like, you have to go really slow with Klonopin or any kind of benzo, because with benzodiazepines, seizures come. So you don't need to jump cold turkey. And just so everybody knows, before I get any comments, I'm not a doctor. I'm just sharing with you guys my personal experience and what I have learned, working with people, but I'm not a doctor. So this isn't medical advice. It's just some suggestions, honey. Just some suggestions. Yeah, Justice. Do not go and get on Suboxone, honey. You don't need to get on Suboxone. All right? Get yourself into the detox center and go, just check into a detox for 5 days. I'm telling you, man, you will thank me later. Okay? If you have insurance, you can do it. Okay? With Norco-10s, like it's not a strong, it's not a strong opiate, but like if you've been on them for a long time and you have like built a tolerance and you take, like 5 or 10 a day, then it can be hard to come off of. You know what I mean? Not the physical withdrawal, Justice, the mental, because by day 5, day 6, you should be coming out of the physical withdrawals. You know why you're going back every time? Because you don't have support, honey. You listen to me. That's why you do this again, you try this again, and you get support now. You get yourself a sponsor, and if you're a man, are you a man? If you're a man, get yourself another man that you can talk to, that you can call, and you can be like, okay, man, I'm doing it. Today's the day. I'm jumping. And then, you can stay in contact with them and they can help support you and, all that good stuff. And then after you get off of them, you need to make an appointment with a doctor and have your mental health checked so that way they can make sure that you're all level and all that stuff. Because you might, a lot of stuff happens when we get rid of like pills and stuff that we've been taking for a long time. You know what I mean? Because we can usually take drugs because we want to feel differently, or maybe we're depressed, or we're self-medicating. And so when we take away the substance that we're using to change the way we feel, to self-medicate, then we pull the cover away and expose what's really been going on the whole time, which is I'm depressed, I'm sad, I'm not happy, I don't love myself, I have trauma, I've been hurt, I've hurt others, right? These are all things that we go through when we're trying to get before we get sober. We've had these things that we've been carrying around in our little backpack of burdens, is what I call it. A little backpack of burdens that we have on our shoulder that we're carrying around. And this is the addict. The addict has the backpack of burdens on their shoulder. They can't tell anybody about it. They don't want to burden anybody with their burdens. They just keep it to themselves and keep going along and keep getting high and keep hurting themselves, right? It isn't until they take that fucking backpack of burdens off, open it up, hand some of the burdens to some other people, to their support system, that they're able to start healing and getting better and seeing change in themselves. You can't walk around and carry that all alone for the rest of your life. Okay? You have got to have connection. When I say support, you guys, yeah, I know Justice. Of course I know them. When I say support, y'all, when I tell you guys about support, I mean connecting with people. I mean relating to people. I mean sharing what you guys have been through together with each other. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm talking about, y'all. And that is what's going to help you stay sober. Were you able to feel joy or happy after detoxing? Oh, yeah, girl. When you go through detox, like really go through detox and everything, you take everything away, right? When you come out, I remember, this is how I'll explain it to you, okay? When I came out of detox, this is not the last time I came out of detox, because I went into treatment, but this is probably like 10 years ago. I came out of a detox and I was completely sober, nothing in my system, right? And I stayed sober for 9 months. And I can remember talking with my sponsor and we were driving around, right? And I could just see the colors of the trees were more green. The dirt in the sand was just more dirty. The sounds of the cars were just more, I could just hear it more. I can't explain it any other way than like when I was fucked up on drugs for so many years, that I was so blocked off from connecting with the universe, with nature, with anybody. And when I got sober, it took away that blockage, and it helped to open me up. It was like I had been it was like I had been shut off, and now in my recovery now, you guys, I feel so connected and grounded to the world and to you guys, and to especially to people. Now there's certain people that I just really connect with, and I think it's because we're like empathic, but it's the craziest feeling. I remember being total withdrawal, then get a little something, then go back to withdrawal. I was just making myself miserable. Yep. Hey, Ruthie. And, a lot of people build up detox, like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just playing around with stuff. You don't have to go through torture, you guys. Like, it doesn't have to be horrible. Now, I've had some pretty rough detoxes before, I'm not going to lie. But if you go into a detox center and get medical attention, it's not that bad, you guys. It's not that bad. Oh, Jen, I'm feeling a lot better today. You know why? Because I woke up earlier this morning and took my shot earlier. So I feel like I was taking it too late in the day. I was taking it like after 11. And so then when I would lay down at night, I was getting sick. So hopefully tonight when I go lay down, I won't get sick. But my husband went and got me some yogurt and some soup, so that way I can have some stuff that's easier on my stomach. And tonight I had black-eyed peas. That's literally what I ate for dinner. Black-eyed peas, baby. Hey, Molly. It's not that much, Justice. It's not that much, okay? Jen, I just put a video up of him on TikTok. He's doing really good. Very good. I'm so proud of him. He's actually trying to get on at the United States Postal Service, which I think is amazing. I totally recommend that. My dad used to work for the USPS, and so I'm like all excited. I hope he can get it. Thanks, Wendy. That makes me feel so good, girl. I really appreciate you. I've lost 10 pounds in a week. Justice, baby, I'm going to tell you this right now, okay? You're just going to have to pick a day and quit, okay? No, Ruthie, I haven't watched him in like a year, I think. It's been a while. Over 6 months, I know that. What do you guys think about my hair? I'm thinking about just going all black, or do you guys think I should keep these little highlights and stuff in it? Should I go get them done again, or should I just go back to my natural color, which is dark brown? What do you guys think? What I like is Justice. Some people are just different. Some people are different than others. Some people are sensitive, you know what I mean? I used to have these two little, oh yeah, they're still there, little strips that go down the front. And so what I was thinking of doing is getting the dark brown going around and then just doing the two strips in the front. What do y'all think about that? Dark brown. Yeah, the longer you're, Justice, where do you live? Are you in California? You can look at me over here. You can always see Dr. B. Thank you, Anne. I did it earlier on a live stream, but I didn't upload the live stream because I was being silly and yelling and screaming. Tennessee. Let me see if I if I can find any resources out there that are that are cool like Dr. B that can help you out, okay? Um, but I'm serious. Like, you can do this, man. Um, you know what? There's always I don't even want to recommend this to you though, because I've seen so many people get on this and then they get dependent on it. I would say you could try kratom, but if you it's disgusting. It's disgusting. Money pieces and really on trend right now. Okay, that's what I want to do. I want to do the money pieces. That's what I want to do. I think they look so cute. Aw, man, you ain't gotta look up to me. I'm nobody. I'm just like you. We're the same. We're the same, okay? Oh, that's what's up, man. Thanks. I appreciate your support, for real. Tell your 20-year-old I said, what's up, Molly? Is he being a good boy? Better be being good or I'll come and beat that ass. Yes, I remember Ryan Donnelly. Oh, I miss him. He was a great asset to this recovery community. You know, I feel like most people in the recovery community haven't really been uploading. I feel like it's just been me and Derek, and who else has been uploading? Not very Jexy's been uploading. Um, but it's a lot of people I have just kind of fallen off. I don't know. I don't think it's because they relapse. I just think it's because they're going through a hard time. I guess I want to talk about this because I'm kind of tripping out, you guys, and I want to know if any of you guys have tried to reach out to him, okay? So, do you guys know who Andrew Tess is? He has a YouTube channel here on YouTube. So the other day, one of you guys had said, "Hey Nichole, have you talked to Andrew Tess?" And I was like, "No, I haven't." And so I got on my phone and I texted him. Well, I texted him, and the text back I got was, I guess I should read it. Andrew's phone has been left on after his death due to an investigation. Okay? And so then the person commented, "Who is this?" And I said, "Nichole." And then they said, "I'm okay. I'm just dead inside." And so I think that it was his mom answering his phone for him. And I think he passed away. But I am trying to find out for sure because I cannot get anybody to respond or answer me when I call the number to his phone or to the phone that his phone is going forwarded to, because someone is forwarding all his calls to a different number. So when I call his phone, it takes me to a different voicemail with a different phone number. So I called that phone also. And nobody will answer the phone. I even texted them and said, "Please let me know if Andrew is not okay. Like, please just tell me if he is not alive. Please just let me know." Like, he was my friend. He is a lot of our friends. No, he stays in New York. He lives in New York. He was a lot of our friends here on YouTube. His last name is Tessler, Tessler, Andrew Tessler. So if you guys can find anything out, that would be so freaking awesome, because I have been texting, like I said, his phone and I think his parents' phone. Hey Nellie, what's up, honey? For a minute now, and since yesterday, and nobody will give me a fucking response, and I just want to know what is going on. So if there is an investigation on his death, would they not upload his death as an obituary? Oh yeah, I love Shane. You know, if he is not with us, you guys, then it just goes to show you, like, it's serious out there, and people are dying every single day, and we cannot just be doing stupid shit. And, you know, that's why we all need to unite, and instead of judging each other, instead of pointing the fingers, instead of worrying about who's on Suboxone and who's not, or who's doing this and who's not, we need to be here supporting each other and encouraging each other's sobriety. You know what I mean? That's what we need to do. You know what I'm saying, guys? I know, me too, Ann. I look too. And so what do you think is going on? I'm telling you guys right now, I sent the text message to everybody in Patreon, and so they saw it. Like, the person said that he's dead. That his phone has been left on after his death because they're running an investigation. So he could have gotten robbed and killed, or he could have overdosed. So I'm thinking, like, honestly, I can't believe it. You know what I mean? I started crying earlier with Neil. I told him, I said, I think my friend's dead. Like, I really think he's dead. I think that he died of an overdose or some kind of drug deal gone bad, and I can't get a hold of anybody to let me know and confirm it, though. Like, I hate not knowing, and I feel like I'm just like, Andrew was a solid friend to me, you guys. He is the one who got me on the Tamron Hall show. I'm just, well, if he's in jail, that would be a lot more better, but I just don't understand why I got that text back about, it said his phone has been left on after his death because they're doing an investigation. So what do y'all think? And I'll tell you this, like, Andrew just didn't not answer my phone calls. Like, he would answer my phone calls. Like, we were friends, you know what I mean? And he had stopped calling me and he quit uploading videos and everything. And so and I was actually talking to Catherine Karima after addiction, what was a month ago or so, and we were talking about him then, saying, hey, have you talked to Andrew lately? No. Have you? Yada, yada, yada. So, like, I'm telling you guys, something's not good. Something is happening, and I'm really, really worried about it. But anyway, what y'all got for me? Come on, give me something. Tell me something good, y'all. Tell me something. What does everybody got going on? Okay, I got some questions for y'all, okay? Why are you here? What do you like about Real Talk Recovery? What do you come to my channel for? Yes, 4 months ago, Ruthie. Yes. I know. I checked his YouTube. I checked all his social media. He hasn't posted on anything. And so that's why I'm telling you guys, like, if anybody can find out and confirm it, please let me know. But I'm pretty sure that I know what happened. Very handsome. Very handsome. Yes. Need some good friends. Well, we can be your friend. This is a good community, you know? You guys like the video that Derek put out? I'm glad. Well, you know, he called me today. He didn't even know I had put a video up. Inspiration and positivity. Even though I'm not an addict, this community inspires me. That makes me so happy, Victoria. For real. Thank you, Ruthie. He called me today, and I knew right away when he was calling and what was going on. And he was like, Nichole, I fucked up. What's going on? I was like, nothing. And I was like, I said, I know everybody is upset, you know? And I told him why. This is what I told him. I said, I want you to think about it this way, okay? I want you to think about the people who are not confident about being on Suboxone. The people who they feel some type of way because everybody has always told them that Suboxone is not sober, and now they're on Suboxone because it was, well, the only thing that helped them get sober. And so they're still thinking in their mind, going back and forth whether or not they should stay on it. And then they come to your video because they love you and they support you, and they hear you talking about how, um, you know, just talking about Suboxone kind of negatively, kind of, and not necessarily negatively, but people interpreted it that way. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. Like, it's easy to interpret things uh, on YouTube, because it's like when you share your opinion and you say, like, I don't support long-term mat treatment, right? It's like all people hear, they don't hear any of the other stuff. All they hear is the I don't support part, or I don't believe in it, or that's my opinion, and then it's out the door. You know what I mean? Did you, Anne? That makes me happy. This is I love knowing why. Why are you sticking around? Like, am I providing value to your life, you guys? Or when you see my videos, are you just like, I'm leaving? You know what I mean? Like, I want to make sure that what I'm doing here is like actually making a difference to you and helping. Sometimes I wonder if I am, because I know I am, but then sometimes I think maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm doing not enough. You know what I mean? Well, Justice, we all used to be like that, honey. We all used to be like that. Hey, Heath, what's up, honey? That makes me happy to hear that, Victoria. It really does. I hope that I do make y'all's days brighter. That's awesome. Yeah, they're just using you. Oh, Murk. Yes. Murk, I know how you feel. Just so you know. I know how you feel. Nichole, you have helped me so much in my journey, girl. I hope you know that. Thanks, Misty. I just didn't think Derek chose his words wisely, and we don't need others' validation. Yes, right, we don't. What was the what? NAE. What's that, baby? Oh, Derek Lambert. Lambert. Sometimes, okay, so I'll tell you guys what I like about being here and making videos with you guys. I also started making videos because I needed connection. I didn't have any friends. I remember when I started my YouTube channel, me and my sponsor, her name was Christy at the time. Y'all know Christy. She's in the Patreon. She was my sponsor at the time. We had just parted ways, and she wasn't my sponsor anymore. And her and my other friend Heather, they were like buddy, two peas in a pod, going walking all the time, right? But I had my son, and so like I couldn't always go with them or do the things that they wanted to do because I had to bring Nate, right? And so I had felt like really left out. I was feeling left out and feeling like, well, I didn't have a place. I didn't have anybody that understand me. I didn't have any friends that had kids. All my friends didn't have kids. Yeah, we love Derek, you guys. We love him. We didn't have any. So I started my YouTube channel because I wanted to have friends, and I didn't know how to make sober friends. I only had 1 year sober when I started this channel, and I relate to your truth of addiction so much. And now I follow you on all your platforms. It's helped me stay positive every day. Wendy, that makes me so happy. When I first came here, I was strung out. I found Nichole and Leonard. Yes, Bobby, yes. Bobby, we went back and forth for a while, didn't we? And I started the channel, like I said, I had a year sober, and I remember when I made my first video, about Peter Mon, this guy that I had found here on YouTube, right? Nichole, I'm just like you way back when, but I want what you and all of them other YouTubers got so bad. You can do it. You can do it, okay? I made a video about Peter Mon, and that was my first video, you guys. And then, back then, whenever you didn't have to have like 1,000 followers or whatever to go live, you could just go live from your mobile device. And so I started going live from my phone, you guys, before I had 500 followers here. And we would just be over here. I would be baking bacon and eggs. I would take y'all around the house cleaning with me. We did everything together. If you guys go back to my very first videos here on YouTube, you will see we did everything together. And that's how we all grew together. All of us grew together. And, I've been through some little trials and tribulations with different friends that I made here on on YouTube. But you guys, for the most part, I came out winning. I have such great people in my life. I got rid of the ones that were about drama and mess. And now I have an amazing, supportive, loving, tolerant community. You know what I mean? And all of this was just because I needed support, and I found all of you guys. Yeah. Yeah, my little boy is so crazy, you guys. Back then, he was so little, and he would be in the background, or, mommy, mommy. Oh, gosh. You guys, I just can't believe how long it's been. Nate was 3 years old, I think, when I started my YouTube channel, and now he's almost 7. And yeah, I got a job because of this channel. I got a job working with the best job I've ever had in my life, working for Austin and Dr. B and Dr. G. The coolest bosses. Like, I literally get paid to do social media. Like, I literally manage. I'm learning how to be a social media master, you guys, and manage other people's social medias. Like, I love it. I love it. I love it. You know what I mean? And it's all started out right here in 2017 with Real Talk Recovery, me walking around the house with my phone, just being a mom new in recovery and talking to you guys. And I know that it's not a huge deal, but it's a huge deal to me. I went from barely making $200 every 2 weeks to making enough money to, help pay my rent, And hey, Nikki, and that is a big deal for me, And so it's a glow up, you know what I mean? It is a glow up for sure. And I also have that passion in my heart to help people. And so being able to work in the field where I have passion, it makes my job that much better. You know what I mean? Nikki, what keeps you coming back to Real Talk Recovery? Heath, what keeps you coming back? It does work. Justice, it works. If you are going through withdrawal, that means it's working. You just have to keep going through it. You cannot. Okay, I'm going to tell you like this, and you need to listen to me. You cannot give up. Okay? When the going gets tough, you don't give up. When you start feeling sick and you start feeling like shit, then you dig in deep and you reach out for help. And you yell and you scream and you pray and you do everything you can do, but you do not pick up. This channel wouldn't be so non-judgmental if you didn't guide it that way, Nichole. Thank you for keeping us in check. Aw, Ann, thanks, girl. Hey, Nap. You guys, I really am. And you know what else, Ann? Speaking of non-judgment, when I first started my journey here on YouTube, I really had such a stern way of going about things because I was so passionate about the 12 steps. When I first got sober, you guys, that's what I did. I did the 12 steps of Alcoholics Anonymous, and I I'm telling you what, this book right here, the first 3 years of my sobriety, I stayed reading this book to you guys. It literally saved my life. You know what I mean? I remember when we would come on here and I would read you guys stories out of the back of it. All of this stuff you guys can find. All these videos are on my YouTube channel. I'm telling you. And in fact, we're going to take it back. We're going to read something from here, and it's going to help you, Justice, okay? Okay, so let me find something to help Justice. So. Okay, there is a solution. We're going to read out of this chapter right here. There is a solution. Okay? Okay. Listen up. We of Alcoholics Anonymous know thousands of men and women who were once just as hopeless as Bill. So, thousands of men and women that were just as hopeless as us, people who were using drugs and alcohol. Nearly all have recovered. They have solved the drink problem. They have solved the drinking and using problem. We are average Americans. All sections of this country and many of its occupations are represented, as well as political, economic, social, and religious backgrounds. We're going to read a little bit out of this big book, AA Big Book. We are people who would normally not mix. So look at all of us, you guys. We are people that would normally not mix. We are from different backgrounds, different religious, cultural, economic, all these things, backgrounds. We are just like a pot of fucking mutts all mixed together. And we all relate to each other. We all have the common bond, a common bond. And that is our addictions, our struggles. And that's how we relate to each other and connect. But there exists among us a fellowship, a friendliness, and an understanding which is indescribable and wonderful. Ain't that the truth? We are like the passengers of a great liner, the moment after rescue from shipwreck, when camaraderie, joyousness, and democracy pervade the vessel from steerage to captain's table. Unlike the feelings of the ship's passengers, however, our joy in escape from disaster does not subside as we go our individual ways. The feeling of having shared in a common peril is one element in the powerful cement which binds us. So going through our struggle and overcoming addiction is one of the things that binds us all together. And that's how we find each other and connect and help one another. That's how alcoholics and drug addicts help each other, is with our experiences. But that in itself would never have held us together as we are now joined. The tremendous fact for every one of us is that we have discovered a common solution. We have a way out on which we can absolutely agree and upon which we can join in brotherly and harmonious action. This is the great news this book carries to those who suffer from alcoholism. And so this is an alcohol book, right? Alcoholics Anonymous. But alcohol, drugs, it don't matter. And so what binds us together here on Real Talk Recovery is that we have all found a solution and that we are trying to share that solution with other people. Okay? Our solution that a lot of us have been working here now is MERA, Medication Assisted Recovery Anonymous. And we are sharing that solution with others and inviting other people to be a part of that fellowship. And it's amazing. It's okay. I've been active for a long time, about 17 years, and I started subs a few weeks ago, and my life is already getting better. That's awesome, Britt. That's awesome. And so that's another thing that has brought us together. That is a common solution, especially amongst the Real Talk Recovery. You guys know I'm on Suboxone. Murk's on Suboxone. Most of us are on medication-assisted treatment. That is also a common solution that has brought us together. We can join in brotherly and harmonious action, and that's what we're doing. We're taking action, building our sobriety, coming here, fellowshipping with each other, helping others. All the things that you do is towards your recovery here. You know, just being here and listening is towards your recovery. An illness of this sort, and we have come to believe it as an illness, involves those about us in a way no other human sickness can. If a person has cancer, all are sorry for him, and no one is angry or hurt. But not so with the alcoholic illness, for with it there goes annihilation of all things worthwhile in life. It engulfs all whose lives touch the sufferers. It brings misunderstanding, fierce resentment, financial insecurity, disgusted friends and employers, warped lives of blameless children, sad wives, and parents. Anyone can increase the list. So, did you hear that, you guys? The disease of addiction engulfs all lives who touch the sufferers. So, anyone who suffers from the disease of addiction, our addiction affects our family, our kids, our friends, our neighbors, anybody that's connected to us. Our addiction affects them. What's up, Ian? Miss ya. So glad you're here. And it brings all these things, the misunderstandings, the fierce resentment, the financial insecurity, disgusted friends, employers, warped lives, sad wives, parents, all these more and more things. We could put the list more and more things, right? We hope this volume will inform and comfort those who are or may have been affected. There are many. Highly competent psychiatrists who have dealt with us have found it sometimes impossible to persuade a person with addiction to discuss his situation without reserve. Strangely enough, wives, parents, and intimate friends usually find us even more unapproachable than do the psychiatrists and the doctors. But the ex-problem drinker or the ex-problem user who has found this solution, who is properly armed with the facts about himself, can generally win the entire confidence of another addict in a few hours. Until such an understanding is reached, little or nothing can be accomplished. So we can reach each other, okay? We can reach each other, and other people can't reach us like we can reach each other, because we just know what each other are going through. Like, nothing else compares to talking to somebody else that's an addict. If you're an addict, it's like nobody else gets you like I do. You know what I'm saying? I know you guys know what I'm saying. I can sit here and I can say, we can joke around about stuff, and I couldn't do this with normal people, but I can do it with you guys because you guys get me. Y'all been there, and that is what helps us help each other. That the man who is making the approach has had the same difficulty, that he obviously knows what he is talking about, that his whole deportment shouts at the new prospect that he is a man with a real answer, that he has no attitude of holier than thou, nothing whatever except the sincere desire to be helpful, that there are no fees to pay, no axes to grind, no people to please, no lectures to be endured. These are the conditions we have found most effective. After such an approach, many take up their beds and walk again. None of us makes a sole vocation of this work, nor do we think its effectiveness would be increased if we did. We feel that elimination of our drinking and using is but the beginning. Do you hear that, you guys? So eliminating your drug and alcohol use is just the beginning, honey. That's just that you hadn't even got it started yet. Okay? So just stopping drugs and alcohol is the very beginning. That is the beginning of the journey. That after that is when the real work comes in. Because see, you can take the drugs and alcohol away, but guess what? The reason why you were drinking and drugging, it's still there. Now what are you going to do about it? Now how are you going to stop drinking and drugging? What was it that was making you drink and drug? Think about it right now. You guys need to look inside yourselves and ask yourself these questions. Why? Why am I drinking? Why am I using drugs? Why am I killing myself with drugs? What is it? What am I unhappy with? How am I hurting? How can I get better? Who do I need to talk about? Who do I need to tell so I can get help? Okay? I did not realize that I was drinking and using drugs because I was insecure, had low self-esteem, did not love myself, okay? And was I just never felt good enough. And using drugs gave me validation. And when I used drugs and got high with other people, I was validated by those people, and then I was validated sexually with men that I would hook up with, and that is why I use drugs. A much more important demonstration of our principles A much more important demonstration of our principles lies before us in our respective homes, occupations, and affairs. All of us spend much of our spare time in the sort of effort which we are going to describe. A few are fortunate enough to be so situated that they can give nearly all their time to their work. Okay. Many could recover if they had the opportunity we have enjoyed. How then shall we present that which has been so freely given to us? We have concluded to publish an anonymous volume setting forth the problems as we see it. So, how can we help other people recover? By sharing what we are learning, how we are learning to recover. That's how we are going to help other people find recovery, is by sharing what worked for us. Okay? Just coming on here, you guys, and sharing what you've been through and me sharing what I've been through, this is how we are going to help. Okay? Okay, we are... Okay, I want to read something to you. How many times have you said these things? And I want y'all to be honest. And there's 21 of y'all in here, so I want to see people commenting. How many of you guys have said this? I can take it or leave it. Why don't you drink like a gentleman? Why don't you just quit? Why can't I drink like everybody else? Why can't I just quit? Why can't I take it or leave it? That person can't handle their liquor. You need to lay off the hard stuff. His willpower must be weak. He could stop if he really wanted to. She's such a sweet girl. I should think she'd stop for her. I should think she would stop for his sake. These are all things that we have had said to us by people because of our drinking, and we probably said them to our damn selves. Okay? Moderate. Now I want to tell you guys about the 3 different kind of alcoholics and the 3 different kinds of addicts. Okay? So there's the moderate addict, the hard addict, and the problem, the problem one, the straight up real addict, okay? The real alcoholic, the real addict. Okay. Moderate drinkers or users have little trouble in giving up liquor or drugs entirely. If they have good reason for it, they can take it or leave it, okay? So that's a person who moderately uses drugs, okay? Then we have a certain type of hard user. He may have the habit badly enough to gradually impair him physically and mentally, and may cause him to die a few years before his time. If a sufficiently strong reason, ill health, failing in love, change of environment, or the warning of a doctor becomes operative, this man can also stop or moderate, although he might find it difficult and troublesome and may even need medical attention. But what about the real addict? He may start off as a moderate user. He may or may not become a continuous user, but at some stage of his using career, he begins to lose all control of his drug and alcohol consumption. once he starts to use. Here is a fellow who has been puzzling you, especially in his lack of control. He does absurd, incredible, tragic things while drinking. He is a real Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. He is seldom mildly intoxicated. He is always more or less insanely drunk. His disposition while drinking resembles his normal nature but little. He may be one of the finest fellows in the world, yet let him drink for a day, and he frequently becomes disgustingly, and even dangerously antisocial. He has a positive genius for getting tight at exactly the wrong time, particularly when some important decision must be made for engagement. So, the moderate drinker, the hard drinker, and the real alcoholic, the real addict, okay? You guys heard it right there. Moderate users can walk away. They can take it or leave it. They can use one time and say, it ain't for me, okay? A hard user, while they might have a hard time walking away, they might need medical attention, they are still able to leave it, right? With little or no help needed. But real addicts cannot just walk away. Drugs and alcohol make our choices, and we lose the power of a choice. That is the difference between somebody who just uses drugs or alcohol and abuses them and somebody who doesn't. When you can look yourself in the mirror and say, yeah, drugs are making my decisions. Yes, I woke up this morning and instead of eating, I shot a bag of heroin. Yeah, drugs are making my decisions. Or instead of going and seeing my children for Christmas, I shot up meth all night long, okay? Or instead of staying sober during my pregnancy and making sure my child was safe, I used drugs through my whole pregnancy, okay? This is all examples of us addicts, real addicts. Okay. Okay, let me else tell you this. We are also equally positive that once a person who has the disease of addiction takes drugs or alcohol, any drugs or alcohol into his system, something happens, both in the body and mentally, which makes it virtually impossible for him to stop. The experience of any addict or alcoholic will abundantly confirm this. So basically, once we take drugs and alcohol into our body, something happens and it makes it virtually impossible for us to stop. So in this book, they are even saying that. Like, when I hear people tell us, like, oh, it was a choice that you... Yes, when I first used drugs or alcohol, when I first picked up a drug, I was fucking 17 years old. I wasn't even old enough I was making bad choices back then, but I started and I got hooked. And that was what happened. I got hooked at a young age. Okay, so let me tell you this. These observations would be academic and pointless if our friend never took the first drink, thereby setting the terrible cycle in motion, right? Therefore, the main problem of the alcoholic or the addict centers in his mind rather than in his body. You hear that? The disease of addiction centers in our minds. That is what we are battling with. We have a diseased brain. Okay? We have the disease of addiction. If you ask him why he started on the last bender, the chances are he will offer you any one of 100 alibis. Sometimes these excuses have a certain plausibility, but none of them really make sense in the light of havoc. So, one more thing and then I'll stop reading. We can just talk, okay? Once in a while he may tell the truth, and the truth, strange to say, is usually that he has no more idea why he took the first drink or drug than you have. Some drinkers and users have excuses with which they are satisfied part of the time, but in their hearts they really do not know why they do it. Once this malady has a real hold, they are baffled a lot. There is the obsession that somehow, someday, they will beat the game. There is the obsession that somehow, some way, we will be able to use and drink successfully without any negative consequences. And that's what we go back and forth with in our hearts. And we know that we're not doing the right thing. We know that we're hurting ourselves and we're hurting others. And I'm reading this and it's giving me chills because I'm thinking of my husband. I'm thinking of my husband, and that once in a while he would tell me the straight up truth. And the truth, strange to say, is usually that he had no idea why he picked up. And that's exactly what it was. He would not have any idea. Why did I? Or he would have a reason like stress, or, and it's a spiritual sickness, a malady, a sickness. And when you are not yourself and you're struggling, my hair is just so shiny today and I love it, you guys. I want to do these like beachy waves with it. I love the length it is right now. I love it. So thanks, girl. This is like what I needed to read tonight because, when I was struggling and my husband was struggling, I kept asking myself, like, why is he doing this to our family? Why is he doing this to our family? And then I read this and it tells me exactly why. Because of the disease of addiction. Because he's sick, and like, I know that, but it's like I needed to be reminded, I needed to be reminded. And I'm not making excuses for him, but this book, you guys, if you don't have to work the 12 steps of AA to read this book, but I promise you that it really does have some really, really solid information just about the disease of addiction. You know what I mean? You guys know how I feel about complete abstinence-based programs. I'm not like a really big fan of them anymore, but that book right there has helped me in my sobriety over and over and over again for many, many years, and I love it. It is a good-ass book. So, what are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about? Hey, Sam. Yes, Britt, he does. Walking. Okay, cool. Yeah, y'all text me. I'll come. I was actually going to start live streaming walking on my TikTok, but I don't get my live streaming capabilities back until 2 days. And it is such a good, we need to read that, both of those more. You know what I'm saying? You and me do. Or I need to. I don't know about you. But you see how this is like curling just perfectly like that? Like I want this piece to do that too. But I want to get my hair done tomorrow. And then we are starting this new year off. You guys, I'm losing weight. You guys are going to be getting in shape and looking good. I mean, y'all are probably already in shape. But we are going to get ourselves together and we need to do the workouts again, don't we? I was doing them okay, we'll start doing that again. How about that? Okay, now that I'm getting back on my A game here on YouTube, and we'll do the ones that I like to do the ones where we did the pumps and the jump, the lunges and the squats. Like I was good at those kickboxing ones. And we can do it on TikTok, you guys. You know why? Because I can play cool music on TikTok. Do y'all want to do it? All right, do y'all want me to do here on YouTube? Were you, Leslie? I was so mortified too. I should have never stopped doing that. I really, you guys, I'm not making excuses, but I really got discouraged this year and I let my weight get so out of control. I just started eating myself to death. And once I got past 230, I was just like, there's no point. Like, I give up on myself. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to give up on myself. And I just hit 31,000 followers on TikTok. Like, it's fucking really cool. I love it over there. I love it because it's helping me build this platform too. You know, and that's what I really want to do. I want people from TikTok to come over here to YouTube and join us here. Because we can have long videos here, all that good stuff. So, anyways, okay, guys. I would love to start doing the workouts with you guys again, though. I think that is something that I can definitely dedicate my time to. Okay? Yeah, Leslie. Well, they're worse over here. They definitely don't notify y'all over here. Yeah, we'll just do once a week. You know what I mean? I know, Sam. I really just let myself go, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like I'm, like, kind of looking back and I'm realizing, like, how I got so depressed about my weight and how I just kind of, like, stopped trying. You know what I mean? I really just got so down and out and I just gave up on myself. I just literally gave up on myself, you guys. Hold on. I got to get my laundry. And I don't want to do that anymore. Like I was telling my husband this evening, I was like, I want you to be like seeing me and not be able to keep your hands off me. I want you to be like, zam! You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, like my husband, he says that I'm beautiful all the time and, you know, he's super supportive and stuff like that. But, you know, when a woman feels really beautiful, like she radiates that shit, you know? She radiates it and like you can just really tell, you know what I mean? Oh, Wendy, I know, girl. I feel your pain, sister. It makes me so sad and depressed, you know? It was. It's the hardest year of my life, you guys. The hardest freaking year of my life. I mean, this year was harder. Like, it was harder this year than getting sober for the first time. You know what I mean? Oh, man. So, anyway, I'll tell you what else. You know what would make me better, you guys? If I could get out of this house. I really want me and Neil to like get our own apartment or something. Like, I don't care if we don't get our own house. We could get our own little apartment. You know, I just want it to be our own. You know? Do y'all know what I mean? But I don't know. We'll see what happens. Let him get a job and we'll see where he gets employed at. Ian, I lost 10 pounds in a week, man. Can you believe that? Like, for real. But it's because of this medicine that I'm taking. In fact, hold on, you guys. Okay. Anyway. What did I eat today? I had black-eyed peas. Okay. Hopefully this medication actually freaking works and doesn't like stop working on me because I started it a Saturday ago and in 1 week I had dropped 8 pounds, but that was because I truly believe it was because I was getting so sick from the medicine. There we go. Okay, I was going to say, it was saying I weighed 230 and I was like, I've lost weight. But my highest weight, you guys, was 233. 233. And so now we're down to 223. And so just keep me in your prayers. I got to keep going. I'm really going to have to start walking though, you guys. Like, we need to walk every day. I haven't left my house and it's already going to be Thursday. So tomorrow I have to push myself to get out of the bed and go for a walk. I need to go to Belk, exchange my purse. I picked out a different purse. Neil said it was okay. Exchange my purse and then take y'all for a walk around the block with me or something. But I got to get out of this house. I took a shower this evening, so I'm super duper. I'll be clean in the morning when I wake up. Hey, Jess. Yeah, it's cold here too. So I gotta lose this weight, you guys. I want to get it off of me. I know I will feel so much better afterward. You know what I mean? So, anyways, I love you guys. I'm going to get off here because I'm going to keep y'all on all night. Tomorrow's Thursday, and then Friday I'll be live at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, okay? But I love you guys. I'm so proud of all y'all. And what's tomorrow's New Year's Eve, right? Or is tonight? Is it tomorrow or tonight, you guys? Today's the 30th, 31st, so it's tomorrow. We will have a rockin' New Year's Eve party tomorrow night. Y'all want to? We'll do a New Year's Eve live tomorrow night. So be on the lookout. It'll be around 11, okay? All right. Love you guys.